Hey guys, it's Melissa. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about lifting weights. I know that there are a lot of women that say that they don't want to lift weights because they get bulky, and understand that there are body types that do lend towards being more muscular. I will talk about that a little bit later though. What I wanted to start out with first is a quick little bit about the testosterone levels that women have. Men and women both have testosterone, um, but a man's testosterone level is actually about 16 to 17 times higher than that of a woman. So in order for her to get those big rippling muscles like you see some of bodybuilding women get, um, not only are they spending 2 to 4 hours a day in the gym lifting and lifting heavy, they are also taking things like like testosterone supplements because a woman's body simply just doesn't make enough testosterone to produce results like that. So she is going to have to work considerably harder than a man will in order to get that particular body type. That being said, I absolutely love lifting weights. I've been doing, 4 to 5 um, days a week where I'm going to the gym. And what it used to be is I would make sure I did cardio every single day. And I'd do it for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. And I would work my muscles to fatigue using lighter weights. And at the beginning of the year, I decided to change it up and do considerably more cardio, or excuse me, do more lifting and using the cardio um, as a means to keep my heart healthy instead of as a means to help me lose weight. And to be completely honest, I was getting results 1,000 times faster. Not literally 1,000, but you know what I mean. It felt like within weeks I was seeing a difference, and my clothes were fitting better. I had a ridiculous amount of energy all throughout the day. I used to take a nap every day with my kids, and I'd sleep for the 2 hours every day with my kids. And now I don't even think about taking a nap because I've got so much energy, and I love it. I love being able to just bound around with my kids. Granted, I love when they're napping, but I do have the energy to keep up with them now. I don't feel like I'm dragging by the end of the day. I also I feel stronger, and that's an empowering feeling for a woman to feel like she can take care of herself. And I like it. I honestly do, and I think most women do like that feeling once they get there. Now, I mentioned earlier that there are body types that lend to being a little bit more muscular, my body type being one of them, which is more or less why I'm talking about it. I was nervous about lifting because I didn't want to fall into that myth that women who lift are going to be bulky and unattractive and they're just going to have these ripping muscles everywhere. Because I know my body type. I know how weight carries on me, and I was nervous because in the past if I did lift, I'd see a bulk. I wouldn't see my measurements going down. It was disheartening for me because it wasn't what I wanted. Well, since I've started lifting now, the biggest change in conjunction with the lifting is my diet. Watching what I'm eating has become so vitally important in the measurements coming down that it will be a whole different segment. But right now I do think that that's a huge part to what it is. But since my body type does lend to being a little bit more athletic, I keep that in mind. And I've realized that I like having an athletic body type. I like the definition that I'm getting. I like seeing, the muscles coming up in places I didn't really know I had muscles. I've even getting muscles like in here, and I was telling my trainer the other day, I'm not sure I like those until I noticed that my itty bitty bust, and if you know me, you know I'm not exaggerating, even that is becoming more pronounced, I guess is a good way to say that. And it's by lifting. I mean, And I mean, the muscles in my chest, the ones that I'm not sure if I like now because they're lifting up my little itty bitty bust. And it's, and another thing I've been thinking about is, yes, I am broader, and I'm okay with that now. But let's say I'm walking in a garage and it's late at night and there's a would-be bad guy trying to follow me because I'm by myself, and I'm sure you can picture what I'm getting at. If he can see that I've got muscle on me, and if he can see that I'm not going to go down without a fight, and that I could probably do some damage to him, he might think twice about coming after me. And to me, that is totally worth being an athletic body type. Totally worth it. If my safety's at risk, let me pack on the muscles. I'm okay with that. I still feel like I look feminine enough that having an athletic body is okay. You know, why can't I be proud of the muscles I'm having? Why can't I still make an athletic body type look sexy? There's nothing in the books that say I can't. You understanding the balance is a big part of it. And you have to learn how to be happy with the type of body you have and work with it instead of working against it. If I were to have it, knowing that I have an athletic body, if I didn't lift weights and I'm trying to lose the weight, I would actually be cutting into my lean muscle. And that's bad. You never want to cut into your lean muscle. You always want to get rid of your fat. Never get rid of your lean muscle. Your lean muscle is what keeps you strong and keeps you healthy. It keeps you fit. You don't ever want to lose that. When you're trying to get to a body type that isn't really yours, I guess. If you're trying to get to the pictures in the magazines and you know your body type doesn't do that, you're going to end up doing yourself more harm than good by trying to achieve something that your body just doesn't want you to achieve. For me, it's much more important that I look healthy and I look fit and I work with what I have versus trying to pretend I'm something I'm not. And granted, I'm almost 30 years old. It's taken me a long time to get to this. It's taken my brain a long time to do this little transfer. But I do think a big part of it is accepting that I have this particular body type and then seeing the results that I get from lifting. And later on, I will actually have a couple videos explaining what type of weights you should be doing, how heavy you should be lifting, or how light you should be lifting, doing things like pyramids, and when you should be really including the cardio, and things, and maybe doing some dietary changes that I've made, like upping your protein, which is a big deal for women. But until then, I hope you've gotten a little bit out of what I've said. I know a lot of it was opinionated, and if you don't agree with it, that's fine. I'm not asking you to take my word as 100% truth. A lot of it is what I said. It is opinionated. It is how I feel. It's what I've noticed. And there is a website that I follow almost religiously now. It's bodybuilding.com. They have 1,000 workouts on there. They have transformation stories. That I've gained so much motivation from this website. I can't speak highly enough about it. If you have any questions or anything like that, always just send us a message. Between Sunshine and myself, we check this almost daily, if not 2-3 times a day. And between the two of us, we can answer just about whatever questions you guys have. You can direct them at either one of us, both of us, it doesn't matter. But for now, I think that covers the bulk of what I wanted to talk about in reference to lifting weights and how important it is, as well as accepting your body type for what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say, and I hope you leave a comment, follow us, and I hope you guys look forward to our next videos. And I think that's it. Alright, have a great day, guys.